And it's the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one. An interconference game today. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Mbah-a-Moute in at the 3.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Now here's Anthony. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Anthony kicks to Vujacic. Here's Porzingis. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
And those are the first points of the game.
Nice hoop to get the scoring started there.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Got a hand on it. Here's Jordan. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That one's on Anthony. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this one.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Now Griffin, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. The shot by Redick, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Anthony missing again.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Porzingis. Kicks to Carmelo. Down low. Here's Lopez. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
And the Knicks with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. Calderon, no good. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Ball against Calderon. Paul kicks to Redick. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute the game, and he's on the board for 3. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Calderon for 3, and again, New York with the triple.
Hitting the tap right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Anthony. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got 5. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there. They can't guard us on the floor. So allow them to shut down Melo for the season.
So New York ends up going with the new group.
One more time, let me hear your Knicks City Dancers.
Crawford outside. Outside, Pierce. $18 feet out, and he drops that one in.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Grant the pass to Williams. Grant dishes to Galloway. Aflalo left side. Galloway kicks to Williams to the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Now here's Rivers. Again, Los Angeles.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Here's Aflalo after Austin Rivers scored. And he misses his first shot of the game. Crawford passes to Rivers. There's a screen. Green, the screen. It's Crawford with the drive. Can't capitalize on the good pick.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree.
And DeAndre Jordan not a focal point offensively for this team. But as a defender, he understands he can make a big difference.
Not really a big scorer for.
Jordan, a man who knows what his job is, and he likes his job, Clark, and does it very, very well. He is excelling.
Yeah, he is. He may not be the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, but he is certainly the Clippers' Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan's become a defensive beast, an animal defensively, and really the thing of it is he's still learning and growing. He's going to continue to get better, which is scary.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Johnson is out there with Green, and it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's Anthony from the arc. They'll go get another chance. Lopez, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Outside Anthony. To the left spin, and that one drops.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage. And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Grant against Paul. It's tipped. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Aflalo. It's deflected. Now Paul looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Usually you talk about how tough a player is, and you're always talking about big guys. But Chris Paul is as tough as they come playing that little point guard position.
Yeah, he's a power pack when you look at him. I mean, he's played through a lot of injuries and still has a big-time impact on the game. Most recently in the playoffs, he played through injury to beat the Spurs.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Aflalo. And it's Calderon in for Grant. Griffin against Lopez. Griffin kicks to Redick. Shoots off the step back, and he drops that one in. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And last year, you could see Paul was hobbled in their loss to the Rockets in the second round. Still, most players wouldn't even have made it back out on the floor, much less been as effective as he was during the postseason.
Anthony down low. He's against Mbamute. Lets it go from the wing. Calderon, no good. Los Angeles leading by 5.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about Paul. He doesn't need to be blazing fast or quick to beat you. He can play seemingly on one leg and still dismantle a defense.
He kicks to Griffin. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Sasha Vujacic.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Mbamute against Anthony. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Kicks it out to Crawford. Got a hand on it. Paul against Anthony. Took him no time at all on that one. Anthony's got 9.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
Here's Paul. Here's Jordan. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Anthony, no one around. Anthony missing again.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Crawford, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
And that one's good, Anthony.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Paul outside, fires from the line, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Here's Galloway, defended by Paul. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Aflalo outside. Here's Calderon. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Calderon's got 6.
25, 20.
close game as we wrap.